Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from Flipside Music in Denver, Colorado.
Good God.
Home of the Flipside Blues. Flipside Towers.
I always want to say burger.
Home of the Flipside Burger. Flippity flop. Flip flop, flish and flash burgers. Alright, we're not really from Flipside Music. In case you're confused. We're actually at RNA Music. Deep in the heart of Texas, Paul's favorite state.
Yes.
Woo! Woo! Go Texas.
Woo! That's what I meant to say.
Ohio.
Translate.
Ohio sucks. Unless you live there, then it's awesome.
Yes.
Anyways, how Ohio's not suck.
It doesn't. They know I have family from there.
That's right. Anyways, we are here to answer your questions. This is our weekly FAQ, Ask RNA. Let's get to it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Heard it there. All right, y'all. Welcome to our channel where we do all kinds of stuff. Mostly answer questions.
We do all kinds of
Occasionally,
stuff. We juggle.
occasionally I unbox guitars and sometimes do lessons.
Breathe fire.
Sometimes, but we are a mom and pop music store, deep in the heart of Texas. We teach lessons to mostly kids, but some adults,
It's a range.
all ages and generations. Today it's an FAQ question. You gave it to the cat. All right, and we're going to answer some questions. Sometimes, occasionally, accompanied by a bitter bass player
Oh my gosh.
who's in the.
Very few days. Very few something these days.
Everybody wants to know where Paul is. I'm like, Paul has his own YouTube channel that he never does anything on.
Busy.
Yeah, he's busy. That's where Paul is. All right.
Yes.
Anyways, first question. Walking Dead 1369. Hashtag Cornstar. Who, in your opinion, was the best guitarist who is in a really bad band? LOL, Reb Beach is one that pops into my head first. I loved his guitar. He had a really sweet Ibanez guitar back in the day.
Yeah.
I think it was in Winger.
Okay, sure.
Winger, yeah. Terrible band, great guitar player.
Never heard of the band.
You never heard of Winger?
Oh, Winger?
Winger.
Okay.
What did I say? Wiener?
I thought you said Winger.
He was in Wiener.
I was like,
They sucked.
I never heard of that. Is that like a Weezer cover band or something?
Winger.
Oh
Winger.
my gosh.
All right. Okay. Best guitarist who was in a really bad band.
Yeah.
I was really stumped by that. You have any thoughts on that?
Kurt
No.
Kirk Hammett.
from Metallica.
No. That's not right. That can't be right.
That can't be right.
I was really, I couldn't think of anyone off the top of my head until I mentioned it to Paul. And Paul had a great answer, and I 100% agree. Wes Borland. Wes Borland
I can
from
see that.
The Limp Bizkit.
The Limp Bizkit.
The Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizniskit. I always liked him. I honestly actually really liked everybody in that band. I thought they were great players. Fred Durst was kind of like, he is the weakest link. Although he's probably the thing that made them popular because they're so, hey, how many swear words can you fit in one song, right? There's a song about it. No, there's.
I can make up a lot of them.
It could just be all like strung together.
They actually have a song about that, and he swears a lot in that song about swearing in their song. But I always liked Wes Borland too, so that was a good suggestion by the bitter bass man.
I was telling Angela with the music of today, I missed the biscuit.
And he actually missed the biscuit. I think they're still doing stuff. They're just not popular as much as they were.
They're like us.
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of. Why don't you guys and gals leave a comment? Who is a great guitar player in a terrible band? That would be good to know. It might hurt people's feelings, but
It's opinion.
It's an opinion.
It's objective.
So, there you go. Walking Dead 1369.
There you go.
Next question, Adam Lynch, hashtag KTMA. I'd like to see Metallica remake something from The Doors. Maybe Love Me 2 Times or Backdoor Man. Okay. Comment. Okay, where's the question? Tube amp attenuators. They range from the simple $45 JHS pedal to the more complex $12.99 universal audio aux and upwards from there. What have been your experiences with attenuators Do you have a preferred model or a preferred minimum set of functions that a model should offer? Great question. I actually have not really had much experience with an attenuator. I do actually have one now, which is the 2 notes torpedo reload. It's a little box. I actually do have one.
Yeah.
I don't really use it as an attenuator. Yeah. Oh my God. The peanut gallery. I like it. It works great. I use it more for a recording thing at home, not to necessarily cut down on volume of my cabs. I don't really have an issue with being able to play loud or not loud.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Necessarily. So it's not a big deal to me. I can crank the amps if I need to. I don't normally play really loud to begin with, even at home or at the shop. If no one's around, I don't just like
Crank it up.
crank the amps up
To 11s.
to 11Zs. I keep it pretty nominal sounds, but that's the only one I've actually ever really used is the 2 notes, and it's worked great. Other than that, I don't have much experience with the others, and not much need of them, honestly. I've used shields around cabinets before that were too loud.
That's true.
I have done that, but never had to actually use an attenuator of any kind. But you guys and gals who have used attenuators, Art has one. He uses one because I don't know. He just he plays at home, but I guess it's too loud for the misses, and so he has an attenuator that he uses. I don't remember which one he has, but there you go. You guys let us know which ones you've used and what worked for you and what didn't work for you. Share the knowledge with the rest of us. So thanks for the question, Adam Lynch, not Lamar. Next question. Dale Palmer. I have the same Schecter Solo 6 Custom you have with the Seymour Duncan Custom in the bridge and 59 in the neck. Custom. Double custom. Custom squared.
Sure.
With the dark vintage burst. My buddy Steve has the dark vintage sunburst one. Everybody seems to change out pickups on their guitars. Do you think upgrading the stock pickups could do that much improve the sound? Hashtag Cornstar. Great question, Dale. Well, yeah, I think swapping pickups on a guitar is really the most significant thing you can do to affect the sound of a guitar is to swap the pickups. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know about upgrading, like if you have the Duncan custom, it's so custom you say it twice. The double custom and, the 59 are great pickups. So that doesn't really need to upgrade necessarily unless you just want something different. It's generally guitars that you get that are, sub $400, sub $300 that come with sort of generic, pickups. Mm-hmm. Replacing those can do a lot for you. Gotta make sure my alarm doesn't go off.
I know. As soon as it brightened up, I thought,
let me turn off my phone so I don't interrupt the video. But now I'm interrupting the video to turn off my phone. Yeah, it does make a significant difference in the sound of your guitar. Swapping pickups, either upgrading from a cheaper set to a more expensive set, or swapping expensive sets. So yeah, it definitely can make a difference. More than changing streets. I had a guy comment on one of the videos the other day. I was comparing the Schecter, the E1 Custom that I sold to Adam, and my Gibson Explorer, and I was going, okay, the Schecter has this pickups, the Gibson has this, and this wood and this, and the tuners, locking, non-locking. I went through all the kind of specs, and even I did play them both, and the guy was like, "Which pots does it have? Does it have 250K pots or 500K pots? It makes a difference." And I was like, I don't even know. I don't even have the Schecter anymore, but I'm like, that's a pretty minute difference. I mean, subtle difference, yeah. I mean, different pickups, though, is going to be significant. Significant differences in sound is from the pickups. More than anything else, I would say. That's what I think. Thanks for the question, Dale Palmer. You guys tell us what you think. Swapping pickups really make a big difference? Answer is yes, but, tell us what you think anyways. Next question. Just Fun Guitar. We have one for Angela.
Oh, yay.
You'll definitely be able to answer one of these that I will not be able to answer. It says, "Hey y'all, thanks for the answers as always." You're welcome, Chris. Great channel and lots of fun. Hashtag Cornstar. New questions. Is Australia bigger than the mainland U.S.? 2, what is the hottest spice you ever had? Paul might have an answer to that. And who sells the most guitars, Fender or Gibson? All right. We'll start with Australia. I just happen to know someone in Australia. Probably more than one someone. I know 2 someones. Australia is not bigger than the USA. The USA is about 20% larger than Australia. Physical miles. We're also significantly more people. Australia has about 24 million folks in it, which is less than Texas.
That's
so true. You could say Texas is bigger than Australia in one sense of the word.
The United States is 9,833,517 square kilometers, while Australia is 7,741,220 square kilometers.
Measly.
Paul Googled it.
I Googled it.
Measly 7 million square kilometers. Those aren't even miles.
They don't need to be big. They have like the most dangerous things in the world.
Koalas.
There, so they make up for it plenty.
Koalas are like,
And
if Wolverine was a pothead, that would be a koala.
That would make me want to cuddle with Wolverine.
I want to hug you.
Let me love
Hug me, Logan. Hug me. Not with the claws.
Sorry, didn't kick your fire.
So, yeah, Texas has 28 million people, I believe. The Googler can verify. Australia's got like 24 million. So.
What are we, Texas?
Yeah.
Texas versus Australia population-wise.
I'm telling you, 28 million, Texas. We're huge. We're huge.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm sorry.
It's not a real word.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
We're quite big.
What did you say?
28 million?
It's 27,469,000. You guys round down.
They're wrong. It's 28.
They're a million off, buddy.
I googled it earlier. It's 28.
He's
I thought it was 26.
He's like 800,000 off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm off by 800,000 folks. 28 million. So in a way, yes, Texas is bigger than Australia population-wise.
Yes.
But yeah, the USA
Population-wise.
is bigger than Australia. But Australia has Great White Sharks and Pat David Music and Chris Hemsworth, who I'm not a fan of anymore. Kind of don't like Himsy, but that's just whatever. Shut your mouth. Yeah, really. Actually. All right. What is the hottest spice you have ever had?
24 million in Australia. 24,500,000.
Less than Texas. What's the hottest spice you've ever had?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I haven't had anything that really made me like cry.
Yeah, any really hot peppers? Like habaneros?
No, but it's making my mouth water because I want some.
Super hungry.
Because I'm hungry. I haven't had like ghost. Well, what's that thing at Ghost Pepper? There was something that
Ghost
we had.
face killer peppers?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know the hottest. I couldn't name like the hottest thing I've ever had.
What's the hottest thing you've ever eaten? Spicy wise. Food.
See, this is where you say the spiciest thing I ever had is sitting right here.
I don't.
Can't say that.
Stop. And you're fine.
When I touch myself, I get hot.
This.
I think the spiciest thing I've ever had is... What is it we put in chili? Chili powder?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the pepper that we put on the pizza at Jerry's?
Red pepper flakes.
Red pepper flakes.
Wow, man.
Red pepper flakes at the pizza place is the spiciest thing I've ever.
And that I put on everything. It is like non-existent hot to me. That's not even close to being hot. It's like putting house pepper, like salt and pepper on your food.
I'm not adventurous.
Like
when it comes
jalapenos don't bother me. Habaneros don't bother me.
I don't know. Habaneros kind of burn my lips.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't bother me. I haven't tried anything really hotter than that because I like that range. A little bit of pinch of
habaneros.
Yeah.
Aren't those spicy?
Yeah.
They're like the hottest pepper, aren't they?
Yeah, but I like to get like the sauce, like habanero sauce on my burgers, and it doesn't bother me.
Is that the one where people cry when they eat it?
No, that's the ghost pepper. Yeah, it makes you like, it gives you, like, if you have any open sores in your mouth, it's not a good time.
You don't think you do, take one and you'll find it real quick.
Yeah, so
if you don't have a lot of food to rest, for it to rest on, the exit strategy of the habanero is not very friendly.
I wouldn't know.
But it's not that hot to me, so I guess I'll have to try something hotter.
Good luck
than the habanero.
So what's the hottest you've had? Habanero pepper?
Yeah, but to me it's not that
That's
hot.
a pepper and not a spice.
Yeah. Spice, well, I've had like certain
mustard
curry chicken that was pretty spicy.
I never thought curry was spicy.
No, but how she prepared it, there was a woman in Nacogdoches, at the hospital in Nacogdoches. She was a lab tech, and she brought this big container of curry chicken, and she had the smaller container of non-spicy curry chicken, and she's like, this is the spicy one. And of course all the men were like, yeah, I'll eat that. And she was like, but I did bring in this little container of non-spicy. And I was like, no. I want the spicy stuff.
I'm getting
I
hungry.
want the spicy stuff. So it was. I don't know what kind of pepper she put, hot, I don't know what she put in there, but it was really good. It was so good. I love curry chicken.
I'm hungry now. Thanks, Chris. We haven't had dinner. We're just talking about how hungry we were. All right.
Kind of want some of that spicy chicken.
I know. I was just thinking about it since Paul brought it up.
I know.
Chicken Express has spicy chicken tenders now. Ugh.
Yeah, speaking of.
Who sells the most guitars, Fender or Gibson?
Ooh.
I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think it's Fender sells the most units of guitars. I'm pretty sure that's true. Now that kind of, do you mean like Fender guitars? Because Fender owns EVH guitars. They also own Jackson guitars. They also own, oh man, I forgot. Gretsch. I think they own Gretsch guitars. Like Fender Corporation owns quite a few other brands, but even just Fenders and Squiers alone, they sell a truckload of those.
Yeah.
Gibson, of course, owns Gibson, Epiphone, and I think they may have one other. I don't think it's Kramer. I think Fender owns Kramer now, but maybe Gibson owns Kramer. I think so. If you think of their sub brands, but I'm pretty sure Fender sells more. I don't have hard data to back that up. I tried to Google it earlier, but my gut tells me it's Fender. I do know for a fact that I know a store in Europe that's pretty huge.
I know a store.
And I asked him what was their top selling brands, and he gave me a breakdown of like, oh yeah, they sell more Fenders. Fender was number one, significantly in units, and then Gibson was a second, and then PRS was sort of the third. So that was for that one specific store. It was a big online presence, but so for them, that was their breakdown there.
Yeah.
Which I imagine mirrors things everywhere else. So I'm going to say Fender. And those are all the questions from Just Fun Guitar.
Yeah.
Next question, Tracy Johnson. Thank you both for answering. Question, Ryan, have you ever played a 7-string or even 8-string guitars, and what do you think about them? Fad or viable music tool? I tried a 7-string bass and an 8-string, and I wasn't too thrilled. LOL.
You gotta use all the notes.
Love life authentic. Hashtag KTMA. 7-string bass.
Interesting.
That's about.
That's 7, 8, 12.
That's about.
Actually, there's a 36 string.
That's about 3 strings too many for a bass. You really just need 1 string on bass, mostly. I have played. I've messed around with a 7-string a little bit. We carried some back in the early days of RNA Music. We've always carried Schecter guitars, but I ordered one just on a whim.
That's right.
A 7-string Schecter, and I was like,
the green one?
No. No, it's black, of course. Okay. And I actually sold it really quickly. Like within 2 weeks of having it, I sold it. That was to Rick Bell.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He bought, and I thought, oh man, I sold that really fast. Normally, those aren't big sellers, so
Keep
I should
rolling.
order another one. I think I ordered another one, and it hung around for a long time. But I've kind of messed around with one. It was different. For me, I didn't get real comfortable with it, but I think they're viable. There's a lot of bands nowadays and musicians making music and selling records with 7 and 8 string guitars.
Right.
You know, and that started all back mostly with Steve Vai back in the late 80s. Late 80s. Steve Vai came out with that, and then Korn kind of made it popular. Korn. You know, and since then it's just kind of grown. So an 8, I don't know that I would like that. I kind of want a 7 string because I'm a big fan of Jeff Loomis, and Jeff Loomis plays 7 strings. I can't play like Jeff Loomis, but I would like to pretend to play like Jeff Loomis, and so I probably need a 7 string to do that.
To pretend.
Yeah. If you want to pretend accurately, you need... That's one thing I don't have, is I don't have a 7 string. Oh man. I should probably get one. Keith Merrill plays a 7 string. So, I mean, if you like more aggressive, metal-y kind of stuff, there's definitely a lot of 7 and 8 string guitar action going on in the metal community. Outside that, not quite as much. Prague, you know, John Petrucci plays a 7 string. There's some Dream Theater stuff.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sold.
Yeah. John Petrucci plays one. It's fine. But I don't own one. The few times I played one, it was just a little weird. I think it would take a while to get used to. So
I can imagine so.
You know, it's like, I don't know. I play a 5-string bass when I play, and I don't find the 5-string bass to be weird. You know, so I sort of assume it shouldn't be that much different.
I want a 5-string ukulele.
I bet they have them.
I bet they do too. They have 6-string ukuleles.
Of course they do. It's even better.
It's a mini guitar.
Yeah.
No, the tuning's different.
I don't think that's a fad. At this point, I don't think it's a fad. Less people play them. It's like a 5-string bass. You know, it's still a lot. Most people play 4-string basses, but the 5-string basses become extremely popular.
Right.
And you know, some dudes do play 6-string basses. I'm trying to get Paul to get a 6-string bass because
there's more notes.
There's more notes. So you could use.
Reasons.
Why are you complaining about all the notes?
Reasons.
You could use even more notes. Why settle for less notes when you could have more notes?
Right.
Yeah, less is not more. More is more.
Less Paul.
More Paul. More Paul, less Paul. You want more Paul in your life or less Paul in your life?
I know, you just want less.
I do have a Les Paul and I like it. But more Paul is good too.
I think go cry now.
I know.
Go cry yourself.
He's like, and I like it.
You know, I like it.
Go cry yourself to sleep on your huge pillow.
Oh, gee.
Oh, what?
Huge
On
pillow.
your huge pillow.
Heed.
Pants. No. Next question, Barry Gomez. What does that switch on the cornhole pedal do? Lamau. Cornhole. It's the corn star. Corn star.
Cornholio.
Cornholio. I am Cornholio. It's like a EQ switch, basically. It goes from like a more vintagey sound to a more modern sound. So it's like an EQ switch, basically. Tweaks the EQ a little bit. On the Green Carrot Pedal Company, Corn Star. There you go, Barry. Next question, Stephen Scharf. Hello, I enjoy watching in your videos. I find them very insightful. I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan. I'm also a big Black Sabbath fan, but only with Ozzy Osbourne. So my question is, do you like Black Sabbath only with Ozzy? Or do you like Black Sabbath after Ozzy? My other question is, do you guys like Social Distortion?
I like Social Distortion.
Demon Hunter, anyone like them?
Paul is a social distortion.
Yeah. I get all the social distortion I can handle with more Paul. All right, so Black Sabbath with only Ozzy or Sabbath after Ozzy? I think we kind of answered this already, in a way. But definitively we'll answer that. Yeah. I am an Ozzy with Sabbath kind of Sabbath fan.
Yeah, that's Sabbath.
That's Black Sabbath to me. I was not a big Dio with Sabbath or anybody else who's been with Sabbath. I don't even know the name of the other guy. There was another singer with Sabbath for a while.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you went to see them on their final tour recently, their most recent final tour, yes. I mean, who was singing with them? Well, obviously Dio's not going to sing with them because he's not here anymore. But
a hologram like all the rappers.
That's true. I gotta swap my battery. God dang it. I thought I had enough power. Captain, she don't have enough power. As I was saying, Ozzy Sabbath. That's what I like. Mm-hmm. Agree or disagree? Agree. Okay. Social Distortion. Don't think I've ever listened to him.
Don't know what that is.
Heard the name. I know who Demon Hunter is. That's like a Christian band, isn't it? Pretty sure.
I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty sure. For sure.
That's not at the top of my.
I'm pretty sure
Google
Demon Hunter
search.
is a Christian like metal band.
Okay.
So. Was never what were our friends when we lived in Tulsa? Mike and Trisha. Mm-hmm. Mike was a big Demon Hunter fan. I think I remember that correctly.
Okay.
I like Disciple. You should go check out. Disciple has a record called Scars Remain that was really pretty good.
I remember you talking about that.
I saw them live in Tulsa. They were really good. I really enjoyed that record particularly. Was a pretty good, record. I like that one.
Okay.
There you go. No Social Distortion for me. No Demon Hunter either, really. There you go. Thanks for the question, Stephen. Next question. Confessions of a Guitar Addict. That's their name.
That's awesome.
Hashtag Cornstar. I'm a guitar player but picked up an LTD bass to record with. It has active pickups and I play mostly blues with standard Strat Fender Deluxe reverb. Can you recommend a complimentary bass amp?
Ooh.
Paul left too soon. There was a bass amp question. I don't know what's the matter with that.
He was hungry, like me.
He was hungry, but he has to go. We have to stay. Less Paul for the rest of this video. I'll tell you what. Paul has a Mesa Boogie bass amp that is ridiculous, and after he got that, many years ago, I can't remember which the model number it is. I think it was based off their Impulse line. Yeah. That thing is sick. Most people don't associate Mesa Boogie with bass amps. They think of guitar amps, but I have yet to come across a bass amp that was as good or sounded as nice as Paul's Mesa Boogie amp. Now that's a little pricey. I think it was maybe $1,800 back in the day. Like 15, not even 15 years ago. 18 years ago? It's been a while. I'd have to ask him. It's a killer amp. So it's good. We have a little amp, not little, but semi-little, an Ampeg. Ampeg bass amp that we got here for the shop. It works great. We were in a bind and we needed one fast because we didn't have an amp and we had a gig with our students the very next day. So I needed to go get one immediately. So we went to another store and bought one. I don't want to say their name, but we bought one and it's great. We carry Orange stuff here. I think the only amp company we really carry is Orange, and they have some killer amps. Their amps are great. The little Crush series bass amps are fantastic. A lot of those. Practice amps. Then they have some high-end bass amps, which are fantastic, but not in the demographic that we typically sell to. Right. You're probably in the same money point as like a Mesa Boogie, but Ampeg's great. Can't go wrong. I can't remember the model number of ours, but it was like $400, $300, $300,
something like that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And it's been great. No complaints with the Ampeg. So I would go Ampeg, Orange, or Mesa Boogie if you want to spend the bucks. What do you want for dinner? No idea.
Yeah. Not really.
Chicken?
Sure.
Spicy chicken? Thanks for the question, Confessions of a Guitar Addict. Final question.
Yay!
So excited.
See, you did it now, and I'm going to say yay
every time. I should say yay every time. It is 8:10 p.m. Thursday night in Texas. We could be out country line dancing at a bar.
No, we won't.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't be, but we're right here shooting videos for you guys and girls.
We have never gone dancing. Ever.
At
Not
a
that I
bar.
want to. We've never gone dancing. Ever.
We danced at our wedding. Did we dance at our wedding?
No.
No.
We
danced in the
eloped.
living room. We danced in the living room.
Yes, I've made you dance in the living room before, but we've never gone dancing. So.
Never gone somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Anyways,
where that came up.
I don't know.
All right. Have you tried Sonic Grace? The final question. Have you tried Ernie Ball Slinky M Steel Ultra High Output guitar strings? Dude, I love them. Like the ching you hear from a good hammer after hitting a nail.
Nice.
Or shooting a target. Bink.
Yes.
Bink. Steel targets. Slinging some steel.
Yes.
I have not tried the Ernie Ball M Steel Ultra High Output guitar strings. They sound like Ernie Ball's take on the D'Addario NYXL
Okay.
strings, right?
Cool.
You know, the NYXLs have a higher amount of carbon in them, so that it's a stronger whatever, with more crunch and more punch.
Yeah.
Sounds like something
I don't know why I said
similar.
it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm a big fan. If I'm going to go for the ultra, a little bit more pricey strings, I like the NYXLs. I've played them since they came out. I got like a beta test
Oh yeah.
when they very first came out. So I'm not saying I'm special, but I'm saying probably a couple of thousand people got beta tests, and I'm probably one of those 1,000. But I like the New York steel NYXLs. Anyways, I kind of had bad experiences with Ernie Ball strings. Strings, not the guitars. The guitars are great, the basses are great. But when I was a younger player, I had problems with Ernie Balls. And so I stopped using them, and I switched back to GHS, which was my first strings that I used.
Right.
Never really had a problem with GHS. Really liked them. They were great. And then eventually switched over to D'Addario, and loved D'Addario. But yeah, I mean that doesn't mean that these aren't great, but just
Obviously, he loves them.
yeah, he loves them. But I think it's one of those things. You know, you have a bad experience with a product or a company at one point in time, and you're like, I'm not really.
Yeah.
You don't really want to go back necessarily. So that's sort of my story with Ernie Ball strings. I mean, maybe things have changed in 20 years.
I'm sure.
Probably. They may have refined
20 plus years.
20 plus years.
Yeah.
25 years. In 20
Or more.
7
Yeah.
years. In 30 years. Good God. Of
So
playing
for
the
30 years, he's been like, nah, they
Nah.
haven't made anything good in 30 years. I'm not going to try them again.
I ain't try. Well, you know, how hard is it to make good guitar strings?
They might have been like, wow, we didn't really sell a lot of these that year. Let's go back to the drawing board.
No, their marketing was real good, which is why I tried them to begin with. They had very colorful packages.
They still do.
Yeah. Kirk Hammett played them, you know. They have a huge roster of rock stars who play their strings, but, you know, it's all good. People love them right now.
You might want to try them, just in case.
I might, but what if they disappoint me? I'll be double
But
disappointed.
at least you can actually go off of current information instead of 30-year-old information.
If Ernie Ball would like to send me some strings to test to change my mind from 30 years ago, I would be open to that.
Right.
Ernie Ball. We are actually going to get an Ernie Ball guitar probably tomorrow. There is an Ernie Ball guitar showing up that I'm kind of excited about. It's not mine.
Okay.
It's Pat's.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. A friend of mine bought one and he's sending it to me first to send to him. Because he lives in another country.
Oh. Didn't know that.
Yeah. You did know that. You knew it. I'm telling them. They don't know that. Anyways. Pretty soon you'll see a video of me unboxing and test driving an Ernie Ball guitar.
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know. I say that, but then who knows? It might not happen.
I think who knows.
Their guitars are great, though. I've played one of their Stingray basses. It's great. You know, a couple of their other guitars I've played here and there. Guitars are fantastic.
Yeah.
But you know. Anyways, that's my thoughts. You guys, what do you think? You guys, well, we know Sonic Grace loves them. Absolutely loves them. Give us your opinions. What do you think? Has anybody else tried the steel ultra high output guitar strings? Let us know. Let us know your thoughts. Mm-hmm. It's all good.
And win Ryan over, because it's been 30 years.
Persuade me.
Educate the man.
Should I really give Ernie Ball strings another shot after all these years? There's a lot of great strings out there. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good string companies. Mm-hmm. I mean, D'Addario's just the biggest in the entire world. I mean,
whatever.
It's all good. All right, and those are all the questions.
Yeah.
For this week.
Let's go eat.
Yeah, we got to go eat. If you have a question for next week, please leave it below in the comments section when you're leaving your comments about your favorite strings.
That's what I feel like when we do that. Like a little mouse.
Or the best guitar player in a crappy band. With your comments, let us know.
Or, oh no, I'm not going to give y'all a question. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask a question.
We should ask a question. and see how they answer. What's your question?
It's like a crappy singer, and then with awesome musicians.
Oh, that's easy. That's an easy one. Best band with a terrible singer.
Best band with a terrible singer.
You guys tell us. I know who I think it is. Well, I have a couple. I have two that I can think of right off the top of my head. Anyways. Yeah, so answer Angela's question. And then we also got to come up with a secret hashtag of the day. Ooh. Secret hashtag of the day. If you've made it all the way to the end of this video, that means you are a champion. You are a legend. And if you will type the secret hashtag of the day in with your comment or question, we will know. That's just your way of telling us honestly, don't lie to Jesus, that you watched the entire video beginning to end.
Right.
We would like to know that. Because I know a lot of people will watch about 5 minutes and then turn it off. Or 2 minutes and turn it off.
Yes.
And somebody like, who is this guy?
Right.
I don't like them. They're not serious enough.
Who are they trying to be?
What are you trying to do? You're trying too hard. That's not flipside music. Screw you guys. Right? All right. So what's the secret hashtag of the day? I think it should have to be something with Australia.
Australia.
Texas is bigger.
Let's see. I don't know.
Spicy. Hashtag spicy.
Sure, why not?
Hashtag
spicy mate.
Hashtag spicy mate.
Yes, because it's spicy and Australia.
Yeah,
the same.
It's a spicy Australia.
Chris's comment got the rule on the.
Yeah.
Because it's both the spice and Australia. Come on, comment.
Yeah. So if you made it to the end, hashtag spicy mate.
Yes.
In your good day, spicy. Good day, spicy. And we'll know, well, not good day, spicy. Spicy mate.
Yes.
And we'll know that you are a super legend and watch the whole thing. Let us know. We appreciate it. If you are interested in not a Flipside music shirt, but an RNA music shirt, or link in the description. Shh, don't sell shirts for Ike. He's not selling RNA music shirts. He barely wears his RNA shirt in his videos.
He loves us.
Yeah. He needs to love me more. Send me some pedals.
I don't know about that comment.
Send me some meatball sub. That's what I want. Anthony.
I still have your Doctor Who Christmas ornaments that you gave us like 6 years ago.
Ike's not watching. He's too busy. Doesn't even watch our videos anymore.
Oh, he's fine. We love him.
Leave that in the description. We'll know that... oh, wait. Yeah. Get your RNA Music shirt. There's a link in the description. Anyways, the link in the description. RNA Music t-shirt. Show your support of music education for childrens. Childrens in rural East Texas. If you would like to support what we do financially in some form or fashion, we don't want you to just give us money, or we don't do Patreon.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I mean, it would be nice.
You can mail us all the money if you wanted to. Yeah, well, hush.
Sorry. I don't know. People have Patreons where they just give you money because they like you, which is...
Yeah, that's nice. That's cool.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I've done it. I guess, for other people.
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I've done it, but...
Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about
doing
asking.
that.
Hey, give us money because we're cute. You know, I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, so Ryan doesn't want you to give him money because...
I feel like if you buy a t-shirt...
I would love for you to give me money because I'm cute.
I feel like if you buy a t-shirt, there's an exchange. You know, you get something.
Yes.
We get some money.
Was it free market and free enterprise?
We make about $5
capitalism
off of a t-shirt. Right. You know, you pay $20 for a t-shirt. We make about $5. Mm-hmm. You know, but you get something, we get something. It's, you know, it's a give, not a give take.
Right.
So people have given us super chats, you know, in the live streams, and that's awesome. You know, that's like a tip jar. So, but I'm not sure about doing like a Patreon or, you know, becoming members of a channel or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, too long conversation about this.
Sorry. All right. We'll see you guys next video. Until we see you again, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
We need to keep it alive for current and next generation.
Yes, we do.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in the next video.
All right.
Bye. Spicy chicken, mate. Good day, Spicy.
I'm hungry.
I like that. Good day, Spicy.